side of YouTube or back to the happy side of YouTube. Today I'm going to be teaching you guys how to make slime out of water and without any glue. I like to thank you guys by giving you shout outs after you watch my video. So notification squad shout outs today go to Rama Music 73, Alicia King, Rose, and XX Becca Plays. And if you would like a shout out, all you have to do is watch the whole video without skipping and turn on the notification bell after you subscribe. And if I see you follow those steps, I will give you a shout out as well. For this first water slime recipe, I actually made it up. So a while back, I tested a recipe where I made slime out of an ingredient called alum, and I used water and soap. But this time, we are going to make a similar recipe. So starting off, you want to add some water into your containers, and then you want to take some shampoo. I'm using this one right here that is super clear, and you just want to add some into each of your little containers of water. And you don't have to. I just thought it would look cool if we made two different colors of the slime. So after you've done that, you just want to mix it up. Add some food coloring. To this one, I added some pink, and to the other one, I added some blue. The more you mix it, you'll notice that it really thickens up. As you can see in this time-lapse version, the texture of the soap ends up being like more of a thick texture than the soap was originally. So after you have it to the point when it's really, I guess, solid, take some alum and sprinkle a little bit in, and you don't actually want to mix it. You just want to put a lid on that and let it soak in for a little bit. And then I just replicated the same steps for the blue one, so we would have a pink slime and a blue one. I know it seems like a long time to wait for slime, but after a day or two, the water should have evaporated and it should leave you with a slime texture. This is what they look like. As you can see, they did obviously clear up in the 2 days that I let them sit, so the water could evaporate, and I will show you guys how the texture turned out. On Instagram, somebody left me a comment saying that you can make slime out of ice packs, and I couldn't find any, but when I was at Paper Source, I picked up these little gel pads that go on your eyes, and I'm just going to start off by cutting them out, because then we can get the inside of the gel into our bowl, and we can turn it into slime. I'm not really sure if this will work, because from what I understood, it was a one-ingredient slime, so we will just cut these open and put the gel into a bowl, and we will microwave them like it said. I'm also going to add in some blue food coloring so we have a blue slime. Okay, you guys, now it is time to microwave it. So I'm just going to pop it in the microwave. The recipe showed them doing it for 45-second intervals, and they did it for 2 45-second intervals. That at least is what the comment said. So that is what we will do. Okay, after 2 45-second intervals, this is what it looks like. At first, I was totally convinced that it had turned into slime, but once I had taken it over to my workspace and mixed it, it was literally the same exact texture, except for the top of it kind of seemed dry. So this recipe was a complete fail all around. For probably about the past 3 months, I've been really wanting to experiment with a bar of soap and see if we can make soap slime out of that. So that is what we are going to be doing right now. To start off the recipe, you just need to cut up your bar of soap. And if you are young, definitely have your parents do this because it can be really dangerous. Also, pro tip, don't use scissors to cut up the soap. I was dumb and decided to use scissors, and it was super dangerous. After you have cut up your soap, you just want to add it to a bowl and then put a little bit of water in so it will be more stretchy. And after you have added your water in, you just want to microwave it until the soap has melted. Okay, you guys, this is what it looks like after being melted. Do not touch it. I do not know why I just touched it, but it is really hot, so you do not want to touch it. Now you guys are going to be needing some salt, and I have this old container of salt that has clearly slime all over it from making old slimes in videos. Okay, so I've added it in, and I need to go find a spoon or something to mix this with. 1 second. I was experimenting and I found a recipe made out of soap and water that I can show you guys right now. Basically, you'll be needing some hand soap and some shower gel. You will actually also be needing some water, obviously, because this is a water slime recipe. Okay, so in a bowl, you're going to start off by adding in your hand soap, and you want to add in majority hand soap. I think I'm gonna probably add in this whole thing. I used the rest of it before on another batch when I tested it, and I found out that more hand soap is better than more shower gel, so I'm going to add in this whole bottle. And now you want to add in 1/4 cup of the shower gel, so I'm going to put it in. I'm gonna measure for once, and I'm gonna put it in this little container, which is basically 1/4 cup, so we can have an exact recipe, because last time this seemed to work really well. So this way also you guys will be able to replicate the recipe a little bit easier. So I'm gonna put that in our other hand soap. You need 1/4 cups of water, so I'm going to add that into your soap. And I know that seems really liquidy, but once it evaporates out, it leaves you with a really nice thick texture slime. I did forget that last time I added in a little bit of this soap too, so I'm going to add in just a little bit as well. You guys don't have to add this in, but it worked really well last time. After letting the water evaporate and the tapioca starch absorb into the soap, this is what it looked like. It does take a while for it to evaporate, but it does turn out well, as I will show you guys right now. So for the next recipe, I'm going to be testing a recipe where we make slime out of aloe and water. This is kind of a popular recipe on the Toys channel, and it's kind of known as one of the only recipes they do that actually works. So we will test it out right now. Starting off, you want to add some salt into your aloe, mix it up, and then add a little bit of water. And then mix that up, and you will see that it kind of makes slime, but when I took the slime clumps out, it didn't really work. For me, this recipe was a fail, but it might work for you guys, so I would say try it out at home today. I feel like everybody at this point, if you watch slime videos, have seen the glue stick slimes, and I personally haven't ever tried it out, so I'm gonna try it out with you guys right now. I'm using these crystal clear ones. I don't know how clear they actually will be, but the branding on the packaging made it seem like they'd be really clear, so let's see. They're kind of like a cloudy clear, I guess. So starting off, all you have to do is cut it up. Once you have your pieces cut up, just put it in a microwave-safe bowl and then go microwave it with a little bit of water in it as well. This is what it looks like after being microwaved, and what you need now is some Febreze. This Febreze actually contains an ingredient called boric acid, which will activate the glue stick. So add some of that in and mix it. And after mixing it for a while, you'll notice that it kind of solidifies and a little bit turns into slime. This is actually how the slime ended up turning out. As you guys can see, it felt overactivated in some spots, and then some of it just seemed like liquid. So this recipe to me was kind of a big fail. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me today. I had a great time. If you had fun, you should definitely subscribe if you haven't done so. And you can follow me on Instagram at jsh.diy if you want to learn a little bit more about me. I love you guys.